Hey, I'm Bill Warren and this is Max. In this video I'm going to show you how you can install a fan in a window to provide COVID-safe airflow and ventilation. And that means you should also go look at my other videos on this subject that go into great detail about why we want to do this type of ventilation system, particularly if we have a COVID isolation bedroom in our house. Okay, what do you think, Max? Should we get started? He's happy if I give him meat treats. Before I get started, just to point out something, it's really bright outside right now, and so I put some black poly over both of the bottom and top sash because so much light was coming in. As I moved around, the camera was adjusting automatically and the lighting was really crazy looking. Well, you saw I sped up the installation. In real time, it took only 1 minute and 5 seconds. Pretty fast, huh? And what do you think about that workmanship? No, it wasn't good workmanship, but it was fast, and that's important. And it was also simple. Anybody that can find some towels can make this kind of a substantially airtight setup really quick. And it's really important to do that because a person that has been tested positive for COVID-19 is most infectious before they start feeling any symptoms. And another report that I read said that 50% of the people that live in the household with someone that has COVID-19 will be infected within a week. So the sooner we can get this exhaust system set up, the sooner we can get COVID contaminated air getting right out of this isolation bedroom as fast as possible. All right, what could go wrong with this setup? Well, kids and critters, you've got an open window. You need to work with that to figure out what you need to do because we're trying to fend off COVID-19. Is this a hazard? Is it a fire hazard? Would this motor overheat? I've never had it overheat on me I've done a lot of things with fans. I've never had them burn up on me. I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen with you, but you can keep feeling your wire. Running this fan at low speed, which is what I'm mostly going to have you do, very low chance of that. Probably the only thing you could do is maybe some of this towel could somehow get past the guard and wrap itself around the blade and burn out the fan. That's about it. Oh, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go get taped up. Hang on with me for a second here. Hey, I got my fan running at low speed. Low speed is what I think about a lot when I'm trying to do this in cold climates and not make the whole house uncomfortable, not make the isolation bedroom uncomfortable. So I'm on low speed. This has got a 3-speed fan. I know I'm doing the right thing because the air's going out. That's good. But I want to maybe slow the fan down even more. I show you how to do pressure checks at doors. But now let's go down. That's the slowest speed I got. So to slow it down a little bit more, I'll just add a little tape to it. So now I've reduced the fan flow by some amount. You put a couple more pieces of tape on there. They'll stay right in place because it's pulling them in. You don't have to be really fancy about it. It's still not looking great, but it's doing the job I need it to do. And that's all I care about. Well, here's my second installation using a $25 20-inch box fan. I'm not going to show you the install video because it's the same sequence. I just changed it a little bit here by putting some cardboard that I had available. I have a lot of cardboard these days. Amazon keeps coming here for some reason. I don't know. If you didn't do that, if you're not clever enough to do that, then you could still use the pillow as well. Turn the fan on. Now this fan, of the fans I'm using, by far uses the most because it's just most airflow because it's the biggest fan. So I've got it in again just to make sure we got it straight. Going that way, that's what we want. This is exhausting out, direct exhaust. So to slow this fan down, I have it on its lowest speed right now, and that's a lot of air still. It's going to be hard to use this in really cold weather. And instead of just taking some tape and put it on it, it's a little harder on this one. So my recommendation here, this off so we can hear a little better, is to instead just add a filter to it. And the heavier the duty the filter, like more towards a MERV 13, this is going to give you, reduce your airflow dramatically and be the easiest way to do it on something like this. So this is in slow speed. The fan would go just like this. And then if you wanted to touch this up a little bit, then you could put some tape pieces on this if you had to go a little bit more. That's going to make sure that all the airflow is going in the right direction. All right, so that's your $20 box fan install. My last setup is my favorite of all the three for a COVID isolation bedroom. And that's because it's got two fans. And you can see here I've already taped off one of those fans. So now I'm down to, and it's 3 speeds on each one, so I'm down at low speed on this one. I'm down at speed number 1, and then I can go up to 1, 2, 3. 3. I can take this off, and then I can go up to 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 different speeds of airflow. Gives me a lot of flexibility to customize this to the bedroom and time of year. Now, 40 to 60 bucks on Amazon. It's got this telescoping sleeve here that fits. It's shorter, so it will fit in a lot more windows that don't open up as high as the other ones do. For me, it's just the perfect fan. I've gone ahead and air sealed this one up any place where I've got a leak with tape. I know I've also topped off the top with tape. So this installation looks a little bit better than the one just stuffed with the towels and things, doesn't it? So yeah, overall I just like this fan a whole lot more. Well, fortunately for me, this fan and the 20-inch box fan fit easily in the width of this window, which is 24 inches wide. But what happens if this window opening is less than 20 inches, that's 18 or 16? We still need to do COVID-safe ventilation out of this window. And how are we going to do that? I'm going to show you how I make a transition. And I've got that already done, and I'm going to show you that on the computer. Now you know the basics of how to put a fan in a window to create a COVID-safe exhaust ventilation system in very quickly. When that air we're exhausting out in that situation leaves, outdoor air has got to come in from some other place. Now, if you're an individual that has asthma or allergies that are due to outdoor allergens, or you've got wood fires in your area and you're trying not to have that come in, we'll probably want to go and do something a little bit different here and go to another window in another location of the house and put another fan in another window, a lot of anothers. And in this case here, we'll put a MERV 13 filter, a high quality filter on it. And last time we were just using that filter to slow down the airflow here. This time we're going to use the filter to do its job, which is to keep out pollutants from coming inside. And so that one's going to go, just turn around that install right in here, do a real tight fit, and keep all this air coming in well filtered. Now, that's going to be a challenge as the weather gets cold, because this is cold air coming directly in. Or in the summertime, it's real hot. This is hot and maybe humid air coming right in. So we have to deal with that, and I touch on that in my other videos. Well, that'll do it for Max and me on this one. He's happy. If you liked it, hit the like button, pass it on. See you in the next one. Stay safe, stay sane.